Jules, what is this?
A gigantic swimming pool. Yeah. It
Climb on
is.
up. Think it's big enough?
Yeah. Yep. This doesn't look like 10 feet.
8 feet.
Oh.
3 by 8.
That was my guess, actually.
2 feet high. It's deeper than I thought it would be. So we've been looking around for one of these for a while. They've been kind of hard to find, but we found one at Tractor Supply. Had to drive an hour to get it in Viroqua. Here we go.
It's huge.
Let me know. Watch where you're going,
Get
bud.
these mussels.
Alright, so we've got the tanks here with the gutters running off the roof, going into the livestock tank, 275 gallons?
Yep.
275 gallons, but we get,
That's a lot of gallons to this little swimming pool.
well, this swimming pool
There's 300.
is 300 gallons, but we get a lot of water off the roof,
How do I get in here?
so we figured we could get the overflow, or the leftover could go into a livestock tank, and we want to use it as a pool.
Big frying pan.
How deep is it if you sit in it?
Your head will be in.
Oh yeah, that's deep.
How do you...
Will Vinny be underwater?
Need a life jacket.
How deep is it?
Oh my
Vinny will be
word.
underwater. Vinny will be able to
That's
swim.
huge.
You'll need a life jacket.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
will.
we'll just not fill it up all the way.
I think I'll need a life jacket.
Alright, so I think we've decided on a location next to our gardens,
Okay.
and it would be down the hill from the livestock tank, so gravity will feed the water right down here. We're on a hill, so we're going to have to dig it in to make it level. All right, we can sit in the pool right here, look out over our garden. Fire pit's right over there, short walk to the house. Seems good. And if we decide we don't want to sit in it as a pool, it's right above the garden, so then we can use it for watering.
And it'll help if we're not using it as a pool again. You can get water from it for watering the sheep and the chickens and help offset our water use that way. It's too tall for sheep to drink from.
Right.
Get out of this place? It gets you quite a few berries just doing it. Oh, just picking up here.
That is a lot of good berries. Wow.
Try to put one in below.
This is the type of weather that would be great for sitting in the pool
Yeah.
instead of digging the pool.
Right.
But the rain is coming tomorrow. Hasn't rained in a long time. Okay. Hasn't rained in a while, so we want to collect the water while we can.
Mm.
Close the door. I was letting you out.
How many did you get? Have you been eating them?
But most of the Vinny don't eat them all.
She can eat them. Little chicken helper here.
Mom,
Whose chicken's name is Apple Bloom.
Mom,
Yeah,
can
dear.
you just sit it here?
You might get a chicken who wants to eat them.
There's a lot of videos of stock tank pools online, and almost all that we've seen, they get to put the stock tank right on an already leveled patio. We do not have that luxury. Everything here is on a hill. They also tend to fill them up with their hoses. We have a cistern here that's only 1,200 gallons, and we either have that delivered or we catch it from our roof. So we definitely don't want to be using 300 gallons to fill this up. So like we said before, we're going to be using, like I said before, we're going to be using these livestock tanks that catch water off of this really big roof right here. We have one on either side of the house that should, we just got those gutters hooked up, so it should fill up more than 2 of those tanks in one good rain. So then we're going to have some excess that can come down the hill and go into this tank.
Are you excited about the pool?
It was a little high on this side still. There's some high spots.
Yeah, I am.
Do you want to try to swim in it?
Yeah.
I think you'll be able to float on your back. It's pretty big.
Yeah. It is.
That looks great. All right, we're hot. We're tired. We're done. All right, we've got the livestock tank dug in and leveled, and now to get water from the livestock tank here down to the tank down the hill, to speed it up, instead of just letting it gravity feed by a hose, which would take too long, and if we're getting a rain off of this huge ceiling, off this huge roof, it'll probably fill up quicker. So we've got a pond pump. So it's the Tetra pond pump, the 904 gallons per hour, 700 gallons. This is only $275, but I got the bigger one because we're gonna go up 4 feet. And if you go up 4 feet, it's not pumping 700 gallons per hour anymore. It's pumping anywhere between 635 and 423, so probably about 500 gallons per hour, which we were hoping to get. All right, so we have 75 feet of hose. It's 40 feet down to the tank, but then this way we could also be using it to get down into the garden. All right, so I had to get this, I think it's 3/4 to 3/4. Had to be like machine thread to hose thread to go on the top. This does not come with this adapter, so we had to get that. The hose will fit right onto the top of this, and then this whole thing we're hoping will fit in this hole and submerge in here. Not have fit better. There it is in the tank, and then this will hop right in there, so we're getting water from the roof, and when we want to pump it out faster than it just being gravity fed, we can use that pump. We'll pump right down the hill to our tank and our 2 gardens. All right, we got a little bit of rain. We're going to test it out. Lindsay's going to plug it in. I hope this works.
That's impressive. I want to see how far I can shoot it.
Okay.
bought one a long time ago.
Now we're getting a lot of rain. It's filling up pretty quick. I'm gonna head down here and show you. We got the pump plugged in right now. It's filling up pretty fast. All right, one thing that we found that we're really excited about, put the hose in here. Lindsay's gonna unplug it. The pump you're not supposed to run, it says don't run dry, so we were worried that the pump would go quicker than it's filling up. But we found that once it's unplugged, it's creating a vacuum. It's still pulling out the water, but it's not running the pump anymore. So it's still getting all of the water down to the tub without having to worry about the pump running dry. We're hoping that if it gets low enough, it'll just not be able to get water down here. It's working. This is so exciting. It's a good rain. We needed this. It's been so dry, so hot. Look at that. I really like how that looks by the gardens. Look how full this one is. This one had a little bit of water in it, but it does appear that this side of the house is filling up. It's filling up quicker. This will be great because now we have water here. Chickens and sheep are over there. Big tank on this side, big tank on that side for the gardens. All right, so here's the pool. We've got it filled up, but as you can see, it's getting a little bit murky. We've used it a couple times, and the kids are really, tracking in a lot of grass, dirt, debris. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a deck, two decks actually. One right here on the high side. You can see it's kind of built into the hill here, and then I'm going to build a larger deck on the low side with a step right here as well. I'm going to head to the shop, build those on the mini ramp because I have a nice flat surface there. We'll get those put together and installed. I got all the deck pieces mocked up here. I'm going to screw these together and bring them back to the house. I'm really happy with the way these turned out. Used pretty much every piece of the old deck, all those scrap pieces and some other pieces from the basement here in the shop to get the big deck on the high side, small deck on the low side, as well as a step right here, a step down for the high side as well.
vocal.
Cannonball.
No!
Cannonball. Cannonball.
I can't jump that. I didn't.